Lesson 20 is on finding the area of composite figures. And for today's introduction lesson, we are going to start off very simple with figures that we can just break down into different rectangles. So what you need to know for today is that area of a rectangle is length times width. So that is the formula you need for all of the problems today. So for example, starting off here with number 1, we have to find the area of this figure. So in order to do that, we have to divide it up into pieces, and we can do that 2 different ways. The first one is we could cut it right here, or we could cut it right here. And there's not one right answer. So multiple ways to cut the figure up, but once we have it cut up, we have to find the area of the smaller pieces. So to look at this here, this is 7 by 7. So 7 times 7 is 49. So the area of that smaller piece is 49. Now, the larger rectangle here is 7 tall and 14 wide. So we have to do 14 times 7, which would be 70 plus 28. So that would be 98. So to find the area of the entire figure, we add these two together. So 147, and these are feet, and area is always squared. Okay. For number 2, we can cut right here and have 2 rectangles, or could have cut here and here, but that's going to make it more difficult because that's going to make more pieces, and we don't want to have more pieces if we don't have to. So I'm just going to leave it cut there. So I'm going to do 48 times 48 for that top square, and that is 2,304. And then the bottom rectangle is 80 by 48. So I'm going to do 80 times 48, and that is 3,840. And then I'm going to add those together. I get 6,144. And these are inches. And we found area, so it's squared. Okay. One more here. Let's do this one. I'm going to cut right here. Again, the least amount of spots, least amount of pieces that we make when we do the cut, the easier problem will be. So the square on top is 8 by 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. And then the bottom is 4 by 16. So 4 times 16 is 64. So 64 plus 64 is 128. And these are yards. And remember, area always gets squared. Area is 2-dimensional. So that is what you're going to be doing for today's lesson.